Hello, I'm Terry Auchstetter, Business Development Manager for Bodine Electric Company. In this episode of Terry's Tour of Trade Shows, you'll see how small electric motors are used in farm machinery. I don't know about you, but when I think about farm machinery, I think about something big, and in some types of farm machinery, bigger really is better. But there have long been some applications for small motors in farm machinery, and with the fairly recent advent of precision agriculture, there are now even more. I think the best opportunity to see many of these applications in one place is at a trade show, like the National Farm Machinery Show in Kentucky in February, or the Farm Progress Show in either Illinois or Iowa in August. I'm going to show you some of the products I saw at these two shows this year. The farm machine I'll show first is the motorized irrigation system. You might have seen circles in the fields when you've flown over the Great Plains states. Those circles are where a center pivot irrigation system is in use. The water pump is at the center of the field, and the sprinkler pipeline is supported on wheels and driven by electric motors around the pivot point. The high-torque AC-powered gear motors are usually a parallel shaft type with two shaft extensions, each driving one of the two wheels at a slow speed. The farm machine I'll show next is the motorized auger mover. When farmers unload grain, they dump it from the wagon into a hopper that feeds an auger. In the past, the farmer would have to get out of the tractor and manually position the hopper under the wagon. With a motorized auger mover, the farmer can now position it with a remote control. Bodine supplies a high-torque 12-volt DC gear motor to one of the manufacturers of these products.
You need a brochure? Hey, you almost ran
out. Yeah, I'll take one.
Get to your own booth. Hey, Brandon, we got a plan.
The next farm machine is an assisted steering system. These systems use DC servo motors that are coupled to the steering wheel of the tractor and controlled by a sophisticated GPS controller. This type of system is just one category in the relatively new field of precision agriculture. The precise control from the GPS system results in precise rows of plants or application of chemicals and eliminates waste. Bodine supplies a 12-volt DC motor with a built-in encoder to one of the manufacturers of this equipment. Another motor-driven machine used on farms is the truck tarp cover. Tarps cover up and protect the grain inside a truck trailer. These tarps can be rolled into place manually with a crank or automatically with a motor-driven roller. Bodine supplies 12-volt DC gear motors for this application. The power comes from the truck's 12-volt battery, and the gear motor has to be built tough to survive the bouncing of the truck on rough roads and outdoor weather. The last farm machine I'll show you is the motorized precision seed planter. Traditional planters use a chain drive for matching the rate of the seed application to the ground speed of the planter. New precision planting accessories replace the chain drive with an electric motor, having a feedback device that is driven by a sophisticated controller that precisely applies seeds without any waste. The gear motor that Bodine supplies for this application is powered by the tractor's 12-volt battery, has a right-angle gearbox, and an encoder to communicate with the controller. These are just 5 examples of farm machines that have small electric motors in them. What they all have in common is a need for a gear motor that is tough to withstand very harsh conditions, that is reliable and runs when it needs to run, and that lasts a good long time.